Hey tubers, welcome back for another adventure. It looks like I found another one. Watch the video below and then I'll start talking about it. Roaming around, we found this old Cowie. Definitely a barn find. Pigeon's been crapping on it. You know what? I think it's got a hand clutch. Right? This I've never seen this guy. So, where did this come from? I drove by a farm a couple of times and I saw it out there, and it's a farm that is regularly passed, and it was not out there. So it was outside a barn. I had my son with me and his dog. We dropped by, and it turns out that the farmer who ran it hasn't ridden this thing in about 25 years. It's been sitting inside, and he's meant to do something with it, but he just didn't have the time. He got, busy, wife, kids, so forth, and he had a really nice Yamaha DX225 three-wheeler that he was putting a little more time and effort into. He said it did run when it was parked, but it doesn't run now. So we talked for a few minutes, and the next thing I know, he says, if you give me 25 bucks, you can have it. And I said, wow, a Barn Find Kawasaki three-wheeler, one that I've never seen before, for 25 bucks. I just got to own this thing. So I did some research on it, and it turns out this Springer front end situation here, they came out, I guess wrote it down because I don't remember everything anymore. It came out in '82. So I looked at that, but in '82 it had a round headlight. This square plastic headlight seemed to come out in '84. So I'm gonna say that it is a 1984 KLT250. So there we are. It's not the Duckster. The Duckster is a 200cc one. It also has more balloony tires on it. So this is a KLT 250, and I believe it's 1984 vintage. I'm going to decode the serial number and I'll be able to tell you more. It didn't have the easiest life. See the way the front forks are bent back, and they actually cut the frame and then did some other modifications to hold the engine up. So somebody, the front fender's still there, but just I guess maybe with the configuration of the Springer front end, it puts a lot of stress on the front forks, and they're splayed backwards pretty good. Anyhow, it ran when parked, which was 25 years ago. Still has the sissy bar and trailer hitch. This one's interesting because it's a hand clutch, right? You can see the pegs don't push back. Oh, almost has some of that. And once again, $25. I am taking a chance on this thing because I don't have any Kawasaki's in my collection. So if this thing doesn't work out, I'm going to be hammered. I own a real one of a kind, but I figured I'd take a chance for 25 bucks. It truly wasn't a barn, and the swallows, those little birds, they truly did crap all over it. So you'll see some videos on this over the next few days. I'll drag it off. I normally like to turn them over a bit before I hit the electric start. What I might have to do is pop it into gear and see if if the transmission, you know, the chain drive transmission and all, turn it over. This could be, if I'm lucky, other than a bath and a carb rebuild and a battery, it could be that easy to start. Or once again, this thing could be rock solid seized, and I got myself one heck of a mess. Even the Springer front end, I mean, unless I bend it back again, right? It's not in very good shape. If anybody's had one of these, if anybody could tell me for sure what it is, I mean, I'm telling you what I believe, from what I looked up and from what I gathered from a bunch of pictures. But somebody may have actually owned one of these things. I imagine in its day, it was a really, really cool three-wheeler. That hand clutch, just had to make it and 250 cc's. That had to make this, you know, a real fun machine, especially taking it around the track or whatever. You know, when you could grab a lower gear and dump the clutch. You know, that's it. It had to be a blast for sliding around the track. It does have an upshift pattern, because I have shifted it, and it is an upshift pattern. So I do have a tendency to believe, well, Honda went upshift pattern in 85, so it can be in 85 also. Doesn't mean Kawasaki did what Honda did, but anyway, if anybody knows anything about this thing, please get back to me. I want to thank everyone for watching and commenting and subscribing. Please remember to keep your feet down, your heads up, and get out there and enjoy each and every day. Bye now.